Alright, here we go. Let's dive right in. Got my mate, I got my scrambled eggs, and we already have our opening hand, which unfortunately it's not keepable, so we're gonna mulligan. This hand is much better. Let's keep this one. We need a bounce land here, so... we're playing against Shadow. Not great. Sorry that I'm gonna be eating through this match, but if I don't have breakfast, I'm gonna die, so I apologize. I'm also talking very soft because my wife is sleeping on the other room, so... before angler. Kinda seems like it. Maybe push. They bubble and they look at their top card. Maybe they shuffle. Who knows? Oh, they fuzzies. Already have 6, so not much for me to do. The fact that they do Amulet kind of suggests that they might have stab in hand. Okay, I'm gonna need that at some point, so it kind of suggests that they have stab in hand, because you know Coalition Relic adds 2 mana, while Amulet adds no mana. Oh, or Second Thoughts is another option, I guess. Maybe here they take the Relic. They take the Pact. Okay. What's up, Saber? Oh, I forgot to... Alright. Do we block here? I guess we don't. We can block next turn. Yikes. Well, I can play around stub anyway, so I might as well just jam this and get it stubbed. I don't want to attack. Pass the turn. Yeah, mulliganing against this shadow never works out. This deck is so punishing. Hey Karen. Welcome everybody to the stream. Again, this is going to be the soft talking part of the stream because my wife is in the other room. So, man. Could really use some help here. Could really use some help. Yeah. They have the TBR here. Okay. So we died. Yeah, it's... I mean, I don't really stream for that long. I usually stream for like between 3 and 4 hours. That's kind of how long I stream, but yeah, I can understand that it can be hard to keep up with. We're gonna side out Ghost Squatter. We definitely want Chameleon Colossus. We want Hornet Queen. Got a couple of acts. Maybe just one. Whoops. Take out a couple of scouts. And definitely want primal commands. We want 2 explosives is fine. Oh, 1 basic forest out. And the other cut is... I think I usually cut 2 packs, but let's try something new. Let's try this. It's kind of rough getting paired against Grixis Shadow for the first round. Not great. Not great. Didn't just punk out in Boulder Horizon and not bring something for Amulet. Yeah, Ariana, I'm back on Bogles because I've been facing a lot of BGX. In the past 2 days, I played John like 4 times and Shadow 0 times. I'm of course terribly punished here, and I immediately get paired against Shadow. But it's one of those things that maybe I was trying to maybe it is a mistake. Maybe I was trying to prepare for the league metagame, and I, in lieu of preparing for the tournament metagame. Hey, what's up, Shadow Cappy? Welcome. It's kind of rough. It's kind of rough, but I mean, you gotta make concessions, I guess, huh? I mean, I'm gonna keep it. I'll be very sad when they start to use my Colossus, but this end is still very good. So okay, I will do. Yeah, sorry that it's like a soft stream right now. So if people find my voice soothing, this should take it to the next level. Alright, if my opponent doesn't have a Thoughtseize here, we're gonna be in a very good spot. Please no Thoughtseize. I'm starting to notice a pattern here, where I just keep saying, okay, we're gonna be fine unless and then whatever I say after unless actually happens. So we're gonna be fine here unless I get $1 million. I guess it doesn't work all the time. Rough. Bad beats. Thank you for streaming videos, man. Had an itch for this deck for a few months. Finally began assemble the pieces. Been actually playing it for about 2 weeks now. Some proxies, but you made this deck Grixis for again. It's great. Well, awesome. Thanks, Woodnix. Glad that I was able to help you. I'm gonna play out the Amulet, but I'm still gonna play around. Like Colligan's Command or a Braid or something. And I think unless... No, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything. No, not saying anything. Nope. Nope. Damn it! God damn it! bad beats, bad beats. It just doesn't fail, huh? It just doesn't fail. So if they double strike this, I take lethal either way, so I'm gonna block here. Another shadow. I mean, if I draw a Titan, I think I might be able to get there, or I can draw a blank. All right, not the best start to the day. Looks like we're gonna do this. Woodnix, thank you for that follow. Minompi, what's up? I appreciate it. Oh, my opponents. Oh, they give me. They still had all these. Wow. Such BM. Yeah. All right. Not the best start. Not the best start. Let's see who else is playing. Goblin Lackey, Shutton. This guy plays all the time in the leagues. This guy plays Grishol brand. Ooh, this guy has been kicking my ass with humans. Who else? Who else is there? Yama Killer. Oh, he lost? Yeesh. Poor guy. He's another streamer. He got second at GPLA with Harden Scales. Let's see who else. Oh, Nasif. Nasif is gonna be. We finished the first round in 30 minutes. Damn, we really got our ass kicked. Lysurge, Caleb D. Ooh, Caleb's playing. Cyrus is. Ooh, Cyrus already got wrecked too. Damn. Dido. Ooh, Dido's playing against. This is Paul Ritzel. Damn. Gerard Fabiano, Bob Wong, Guldukat. Oh, one drop. Jeff Cunningham is not. He's not taking the canister. Damn, yeah. All the big boys are playing. This is how most of my premium tournaments go. Yeah, I mean, I'm streaming, right? So I care more about the creating content than actually winning. And Death Shadow is an awful, terrible, extremely bad matchup. So it's not surprising that we got destroyed. We got destroyed. But well, we'll see how it goes. The Shadow is favored against AmuLIT. Yeah, very much so. It's a very bad matchup. Even with the 4-path, the Chameleon. I mean, Chameleon Colossus is here basically solely for the Death Shadow matchup. But if you draw it in your opener and they, and then they Thoughtseize it on turn 1, but like, what am I gonna do? Like, am I gonna mulligan against Shadow because I drew my one of Chameleon Colossus? What if I don't draw it? If I don't draw it later, it's rock and a hard place. It's just basically it was the double Thoughtseize. If my opponent didn't have exactly double Thoughtseize, we would have won that game. But how is Nicer going? Yeah, I can check that real quick. And I mean, we're only 16 minutes into round, so most matches are not gonna be done. Nicer is right now 1-0 versus Mati. Nah. Yeah. We want this? No, we don't. We already have enough mana. Yeah, Alex, Raynag. Colossus is there mostly for the Shadow matchup. As in, almost exclusively for the Shadow matchup. Well, I need to get the bad draws out in the leagues, so in the actual tournament I can draw well. I think I figured this out. I think I figured this out. Master of Ethereum. It's a solid opener for my opponents. Kind of an okay opener. I think I'll need to... If this is played in equip, yep. Okay. Man. Alright. Post-board things get much better against Affinity. Yeah. Then we're gonna do -2 scouts, -1 pact, -1, -4 scouts actually. And then do... I'm still not sure about the primal command in this matchup because I don't want to get stuck with too many 5s and 6s and 7s. Let's do this. Nah, there's no way we do that. Let's do this. Alright, let's try it again. I'm still on a pair of trinkets and I'm going to see the graphic education for IMQ tomorrow. That's impressive because on paper it seems amazing. What's up, Sejas? Ariana, I think Graph Digger's Cage is a fine card. I just don't think it's... How do I put it? Let's say I like Relic better. I think that they tag the same decks, and Relic does a better job at it. Finally, a reasonable hand. It does a better job at it while also being more flexible and cantripping. So, for example, against Shadow, against BGX, against Phoenix, even like I don't think I would bring in. I don't think I would bring in a Graph Digger's Cage against Phoenix, for example. They don't have Metalcraft, huh? So they can't kill the Azusa. Expect so the rune to be auspicious. Yeah, I don't think I would bring Graph Digger's Cage against Spirits either. Like I would bring something like Containment Priest against Spirits, but basically against Spirits, Graph Digger's Cage is only tagging Collected Company. They can still like buy all their dudes all they want. That's just not good enough for me. That's just not good enough for me. And you're also like, what card are you taking out, you know? Let's see what we got here. Another Scourge. Is this another 2? It is another 2. Okay, so we're going to explode this one too. I guess my opponent can still outblast my Azusa. No, they just give me more fodder for my explosives on 2. Poor opponent, they have no idea what's coming to them. It would have been nice to draw a Titan there, because if we draw a Titan there, I still think that this is just too much value to pass up, especially with my opponent on 1 card left. Especially because this Ravager is just not going to... not gonna be able to modular onto any of the lands. Let's think first though. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. So we have up to 10 mana. So we have 10 mana. We can transmute for Titan. That would be 9. So I have 1 mana floating. I haste Titan, or I can no, I don't have enough mana, so I can only explosives, or I can Titan. I think I'm going to explosives. So this is gonna be 1, 2, 3 to transmute. Play. So I can steal steerings, so I can have more information. Yep, and this is why you steerings first. That is why you steerings first, in case you were wondering. We're going to transmute for Summoner Spect. Gonna play this. Note that we got a little bit lucky there. Like, we were able to find the explosives off of the steerings, but I was not gonna do that unless I had enough mana to do it and still transmute for the explosives and crack it. So I'm not gonna risk that much, you know. Definitely not risking that much. I'm just noticing how bad this is against Ravager. Maybe I don't even want this card. Nah, there's no way I don't want this. I can see situations where this is just bad, but I think I want it anyway. Sorry, I'm muting myself so you guys don't need to hear me chew. Just going to casually do nothing here. And next turn I can EE away my opponent's board. Maybe they don't have a second land. That's a Ravager. Okay, so they will end up with a 4/4 Ravager. Can I beat a 4/4 Ravager? Probably. Uh-oh. Oh no, that's fine. I got that covered. I think here this is worth the explosives on 1. Oh, explosives on 0, I mean. So now this next turn I'm going to play out the relic, charge it, and then on the following turn I'm going to play the prime time, and I will be at 11 when that happens. What? They didn't stack the Mox Oval? That's definitely a mistake. I guess if they play something that gives me even more time. I kind of wouldn't want this Ink Moth to kill me. Oh, if this all they got. Okay. If this is all they got, then we win here. Green. 1, 2, 5, 6. Primeval Titan. Gonna get Colony Garden. I guess we're gonna do. Oh, we have T-West in hand, so I guess we do one Simic Growth Chamber. Simic Colony. Now we can block the Ravager if we want to, or next turn we can Explosives for 2 again. Yeah, this is just... my opponent's super dead. Unless they somehow have... oh, sure. That is fine. Transmute for EE seems solid here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Crack. Yeah. Give me that engineered explosives. This card is so good. I'm gonna do this right now too. We're basically like, these engineered explosives are basically stone rains. This is great. And we have the... well, actually, like, this Inkmoth can get 3, 4 counters, 5 at most. Oh, they can't activate the Inkmoth. What am I even talking about? Yeah. I mean, they can activate to attack. They can, of course, activate here. That's what I was counting. So now we just pass. I should probably put somewhere that this is actually a league. So let's make a new text. Yeah, that's game. Okay, I'll do that right now. Give me a second. Let me finish this game, because this is just over. Prime time in the house. How much longer do we have here? Have like 20 minutes. I really don't want a double Q. Double queuing with Amulet sounds like a recipe for disaster. I definitely don't want a double queue. So... alright, first of all, we are 3-1 in the league. Wait, what's going on? Oh, I'm dumb. There we go. That's better. I'm gonna make the color black, and now people can actually see it. What? What happened there? There we go. Okay. Font, let's make it bold. Rotating the white card, what matches is that card for? Yeah, sweet. So that's actually a great suggestion, Alex Regnag. In the meantime, while we wait for the playoffs to continue, if anybody has any questions in chat, feel free to ask them. Right now, it's the time. So this is Tragic Arrogance. This card is basically meant mostly for the Were matchup, okay, for the 4-color Were matchup, the prison deck with Ensnaring Bridge, with all of those, you know. I'm pretty sure at this point the deck is pretty popular, so you know what I'm talking about. The key thing here is that you are the one that chooses the card that your opponent keeps. What this means is that you can basically destroy your opponent's board, and also another important thing is that you can choose, if there's an active artifact creature in play, you can choose it as both the artifact and the creature, because it doesn't specify that it needs to be, you know, different cards. So you can choose your opponent's side as Spell's Guide as both the artifact and the creature. Then you, although I haven't had this happen yet, I need to still try it. This is how it worked when the card was played in paper. And then you would choose like your Prime Time and your Amulet or whatever. So basically you have a couple of turns where you just destroy your opponent's board, and then you can do whatever you want. With a little bit of help, you set it up a little bit, so you can actually, you know, do stuff like, I don't know, like set up an explosives or something as well for the Spell's Guide or something. So you get to like a bunch of things at the same turn. That's ideally what you want to be doing. It does have uses. Yesterday I played against the Serum Powder deck, the Eldrazi one, and Tragic Arrogance was insane. Like, my opponent had a Chalice on Zero that wasn't doing anything because I had actual Titan in hand. I didn't have Pacts, and then they had a Damping Sphere that was like messing with my mana pretty hard. So I basically destroyed 3 of the what's his name, the Eternal Scourges, left them with 1 Mimic. No, I left them with 1 Scourge, and I destroyed 2 Scourges and a Thought Seer. And then I left them with the Chalice on Zero and destroyed the Damping Sphere. Like, it was insane. And this is also great against humans. You can leave them with a Noble Hierarch or like a Freebooter or some like tiny dude, and then you destroy the rest of their board and stuff like that. So it's a little bit more flexible and has more uses than it's more has more uses than Consulate Crackdown, and it doesn't target, because it says for each player, it doesn't say target player. So it gets around Witchbane Orb, and it cannot be destroyed by what is the card? Explosives. Because one thing that Were can do preemptively to play around Consulate Crackdown is play Explosives on 5 and just leave it hanging, and in response to the trigger they crack the explosives, and then nothing gets exiled. They don't really have Ousted Tragic Arrogance if you cast it. The problem is that, well, you need to get to a point where you can cast it, right? That's the challenging part. But yeah, but besides that, the card has been fine. I have played 0 times against Weir since I've been testing this card, so I have no idea how good it actually is there. But it has been pretty good in like creature matchups, like better than I expected. Got HP Gemstone for 8 apiece. Sweet. Well, good job. Hopefully you're gonna be able to be casting amulets, casting Titans soon enough. And about Bloom, I think this version of the deck is great. I think it's way better than people think. I think that even in, like, I don't know who said that, but somebody said in the Discord that Jerry Thompson said that Lotus Bloom in Amulet is unplayable. I don't think that that's the case. Mondria's, yes. If you play exactly against me, then yes, you need to amort ego, tragic arrogance. If you play against anybody else, you will need to ego Consulate Crackdown, most likely, or Hercules Recall. Unless you have like a Chalice M2 or something like that, in which case your only out, their only out is Consulate Crackdown. So okay, so how many people do we have left here? Canister still playing. Damn, Canister is 1-0 only with 40 minutes in. Holy crap. I think Canister was actually streaming, so if you guys wanna go check out Canister's match, you can actually do that. If you don't follow Canister, I recommend it very much. He's a beast. Bob the Dog, that's Nassif. I don't think Nassif was streaming though, but I think he was playing blue-white. And I played against this person yesterday. They were on Dredge, so I assume that they're playing Dredge today. But yeah. So going back to the Lotus Bloom question, this deck is very different, honestly, to the other version of the deck. The play patterns are very different. Well, Big Monkey, we're playing an actual like big tournament right here, so we have we are waiting for the next round to begin. It's gonna be in 10 minutes, and if I started another league match, I doubt that I will be able to finish in 10 minutes. I definitely don't want a double queue. So we're just gonna hang in there until the next round gets paired up. This is the issue, right, of streaming premier level events versus streaming leagues. When you're streaming leagues, you can just like, oh well, it's gone, and when the match is over, you just queue up for the next one. Here, that is not the case. So yeah. We'll see. Just patience. Patience, my little Padawans. Patience. So again, going back to the Lotus Bloom question, the play patterns are very much different. This is way more of a combo deck than Amulet is. In fact, just the sole fact that you're playing Lotus Bloom kind of suggests that you are, playing more of a combo deck. Only combo decks play Lotus Bloom. I guess there's the like enchantment deck, but the deck is terrible. That doesn't count. But yeah, the play patterns are very different. The mana base is very different. You can see that we have Temple of Mysteries here. We have Rot Farm and Gruul Turfs. We have Crumbling Vestige and 2 Aether Hubs. This deck has a way higher density of blue cards. We have Serum Visions and we have High Mind. And with this deck, what I was saying, the play patterns are very different. It's very common to like suspend Lotus Bloom on turn 1 and on turn 3 to be transmuting. So you need to make sure that you're going to have enough blue mana for transmuting, and that you're going to have enough untapped sources for transmuting on 3 and then slamming a Titan or a Hive Mind on turn 4. So the play patterns are very different. I think the deck is great though. What's your opinion about the black version of the deck? In some matches, Slaughter Pact and Profi help me a lot. Yeah, I mean, you just answered your own question, Alex Reynag. Different colors of the deck, different versions, I guess, of the deck have different metagame preference, if I can say that. For example, against Phoenix, I think that the white version is far and away the best one. The red one is just unplayable, and the black version is just significantly worse because the Exile clause is just so relevant in the matchup. Also, the difference between 1 and 2 mana is pretty huge in that matchup as well. Against something like, I don't know, like humans, for example, I can see the black version being better than this because you have more, removal spells that can kill, more diversity of removal spells. You even have Slaughter Pact, which you can like. It's basically transmute for a removal spell that your opponent is very unlikely to be naming. So you have like a lot of different advantages in the humans matchup, for example, against spirits is probably about the same. I would say. Like against Dredge, you are probably also about the same. I don't bring Path to Exile against Dredge, for example. I think that it's just not a good enough card. But yeah, just bought the deck of Moto. Sweet. Yeah, you're gonna have a good time, my friend. Gonna have a good time. All right, Big Monkey, are you close to finish it? Damn, you're almost there. 3 Teleria, 1 Cavern, 2nd Cavern, Pact of Negation, and 3 Asusas. Yeah, you're almost there, dude. Good job. If next match runs short, I can just do a friendly match in Moto and drop if the next round queues. Sweet. Yeah, I'm down. I'm down, Matt, for sure. What is the score at the moment? We are 3-1 in the league, and we are 0-1 in the playoffs. We just got destroyed by Death Shadow. Grixis Shadow just not what we want to see. Not what we want to see at all. Tia 93. Without having played with it, I'm guessing the Tron matchup is the big draw to the black version. I mean, if you want to make the Tron matchup better, you probably want to be playing the Bloom version. Bloom has a very good Tron matchup. Again, because it can use all the early turns to interact, and then you can just like drop a Hive Mind and kill them. We lost to Death Shadow, Big Monkey. Grixis Shadow. Catching you again real time feels good. Well, sweet, Hisio. Welcome to the stream. Kindly suggest T8 Wear and Song with a 2121 tracker. What's T8? I don't know what T8 is. "21 power tracker" sounds sick. What's the plan against Shadow? Like, what cards are good? Well, we have a lot of good cards, and we drew actually quite a bit of those good cards. It's just a matter of, my opponent just had multiple Thoughtseizes. My opponent, basically, the only way that my opponent could have won that game was if they had exactly 2 Thoughtseizes, and we didn't draw a Titan in the 2 turns that we had to do it. Which is exactly what happened. They had 2 Thoughtseizes, so they Thoughtseized away my Chameleon Colossus and my Primetime on the turn before I was able to play it, and then I didn't draw a Titan. I had 7 mana in play, and if I had found that Titan, I would have been able to stabilize, but didn't work. I mean, we didn't just lose to luck, right? It's just what the Death Shadow deck does, and that's why it's such a bad matchup. That's what the Death Shadow deck does. They make you discard stuff, and then they just drop a shadow and they kill you. That's why the deck is good, and our strategy is definitely not good against that. I guess if we had drawn something like a Path, we would have been able to stabilize. My opponent had like multiple shadows and like Gourmet Angler, so I don't think we would have been able to, but still. But yeah, Path to Exile is very good against Shadow. Hornet Queen is pretty good against Shadow. Chameleon Colossus is pretty much game over against Shadow. I don't like Tireless Tracker. Cavern is very good. Explosives is okay. Like I like having 2 explosives against Shadow, but I don't want the 3rd one. But yeah, mostly like Path, Queen, Colossus, and the Cavern. Those are the good cards. And then just like they usually cannot be the resolve Primeval Titan, but it's really hard to resolve a Primeval Titan against them. That's the issue. Why do we sub Thrag Daddy for Baloth? I feel like Thrag is so much better all the time. No, it's not. Against Liliana specifically is not. And that's why I'm running Baloth instead of Thragtusk. Because in the past couple of days I've been facing a lot of black-green X. Brannon MTG, thank you for the follow. I've been facing a lot of black-green X in Moto. So I expected to, you know, face quite a bit of black-green X today as well. I mean, we got immediately punished, and like Thragtusk is actually very good against Shadow, and it, you know, we didn't even side the the Baloth in, so we were immediately punished for my decision. But still, I think that you know, with the big uptick in black-green that I saw, I think that Baloth is gonna be better than Thrag Daddy. Why does every Shadow opponent play have 4 discard spells start with an Ion kill me in turn 4? Yep, that's pretty much what the deck does. That's why it's a good deck. It's not a great matchup for us. Discard threat into stubborn removal. Yep. So Trinket or Primal. I've been digging Primal. That's why we are playing it in the event today. I've been enjoying it quite a bit. 2 matches left. 2 matches left. Whoa, I really hope that Lampalot wins here, because otherwise, if this person wins, we're gonna be hanging out here for quite a bit. There's only 1 match going on now. Well, I hope they finish quick. 299 players. That's pretty decent size actually. I was expecting it was gonna be like 150 or something, but seems like people got their points. I think Pierce might be worth making against Shadow. No, definitely it's not. Against discard spells and against all discard decks, you do not want to have counter spells in your deck. They are terrible top decks, and you will be very often top decking against those matchups. They're gonna discard you on the first couple of turns, and if on turn 5 you side it out like, I don't know, an ancient steerings in order to bring in a spell pierce, and you draw a spell pierce instead of a steerings, which could find you a threat or an answer, you're gonna be very, very sad because your opponent's just gonna kill you. Cards that don't answer the board are not good against discard spell decks. Yes, yeah, Shadow is exactly that. They just, that's why it's the most, people say it's the most legacy-esque deck in Modern. It has all stuff that costs 1 mana, and then they just like play it all very quickly. So they out-tempo you because in the time that you played like 1 or 2 spells, they played 5. And all of their spells are good, unlike Affinity, which does the same thing. They play like 5 spells in 1 turn, but if they don't have a payoff and like the synergies don't do anything, then like they are playing Memnites and Ornithopters, which are not playable cards. What's up with the Pierce versus Negate? We're on the subject. We swung to Negate for a while and then back to Pierce because it cost 1 off Relic, and now it looks back to Negate again. Well, I have been on the Negate train for like 2 or 3 weeks, and I actually was running 3 Negates. If you look at this, at the list that I'm playing this league with, we actually have 3 Negates. 3 Negates is what Dilks and their layers play at the open, but I went back to Pierce because I was sideboarding against Dredge, and I realized that I wanted to take out cards, and I didn't have good cards to bring in, and I don't really want to bring in Negate against Dredge. Like, bringing in Negate seems very bad against Dredge, whereas bringing in Pierce, it's very defensible. So I thought that it made sense to make this switch for sideboarding purposes, especially considering how of a large part of the metagame Dredge is. So that's the explanation. That's the explanation. Yeah, there's also the fact that you can cast it off relic. That is not a zero factor, but it's not the main factor. This is something that I never understand. Like, I know that they're sideboarding and stuff, but like, are both players on like their last like 2 minutes? Like they have 1 minute left on clock or something? And how long did they spend on sideboarding? Did they use the full 6 minutes on sideboarding? I remember thinking about this when back in the days with the dailies, with the daily events. You would sometimes have some rounds that would go to like 1 hour, and it's just like, how are we at 1 hour? We only have 3 minutes to sideboard, right? You can only sideboard 3 times at most, so that's 9 minutes. Each round is 50 minutes, so max should be 59. And sometimes it would go to round time like 1 hour plus, and it's just like, how? The math just doesn't work out. But well, Moto doing Moto things. But yeah, hopefully we're gonna be going back to this really soon. I'm gonna put this away. I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back soon. All right, getting prepared for round 2. Finally, you have it 2 minutes. I didn't even know why we have 2 minutes in between rounds. I guess it's so like the people that just finish have like a minute to do something. A couple of minutes to do something, I guess. Womp womp. We're all the way down here. Rough. Yeah, this is a very hard tournament. Like, like I don't expect people to make mistakes in this tournament. Canister is playing Amulet? What? Really? Where's Canister? Can't find him. Did he win? If he won, he should be up here. Nope, I don't see him. Anyway, oh, there he is. Yes, he won. Cool. Relic and Tormoscript. Crossroads in the sideboard. Second Crossroads in the sideboard. He is playing the Tragic Arrogance. He's playing Emrakul. Sick. Ooh, against Caleb V. We're playing against Caleb. I'm mulligan this. It's too slow. Ugh, we're gonna mulligan this because we don't have mana. Ugh. Come on, don't do this to me, deck. We need an untapped source more than we need this. What is Caleb on? I don't think Caleb is streaming right now. Is he on BG? Uh-oh. Okay. Well, I guess Bog is decent against Search for Ascanta. Ghost Quarter is also decent against Search for Ascanta. Blue-green. Oh, is this the teachings deck he's been streaming? Oh, he's on Sultai Teachings? Yeah. He's been streaming this deck like last week, I think. This hand is not a favorite against this deck. Game 1, this is going to be rough. Especially considering they already resolved the Reclamation. Okay, so we're gonna tap for green here, and we're gonna steerings. There's an Amulet. Do we want the Amulet or do we want the Simic Growth? Or do we want the Tolaria actually? I think I'm gonna want the Amulet. Let's see if they counter this. They do. Counter draw. Oops. Oh, actually I can Explosives on 1. Should take him off some mana. I actually kind of care about this more than I care about this. Yeah, let's Explosives on 1. This means that I can't... I'm not going to be able to Titan next turn, but I'm still kind of hoping that we can find the cavern anyway. Okay, so they have Cryptic Mana again. Another one. Oh, Teachings. Yeah. It's a Cryptic Command. You're gonna bounce my Sanctuary end of turn or something? Interesting. Okay. Kinda seems like a waste of a Cryptic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? I lost to Grixis Shadow. That was round 1. So I'm not expecting anything like Deferi or stuff like that, right? They're just gonna take another turn. Or just teachings. They're just gonna take another turn. I think I'm just gonna charge here, so I just so I can F6. Get more life EV value, you know? It's a little bit scary. Them not wanting to like flip the Ascanta there. Pulse of Morasa, get back Heath. That's kind of value there. So they have another Nexus? They do have another Nexus. Or flashing back teachings or something. It is flashing back teachings. They left no black mana though. I guess they did with the Arbor Elf. Teachings for teachings. Ugh, the value. The crazy value. I mean, we're just gonna keep making our land drops and slowly losing this game. Usually game 1 against this deck is just, it's quite bad, honestly. Then game 2, things get significantly better. Blue Sun Zenith. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They do have the Cryptic though. Arbor Elf coming in. Getting frisky? No. That's way scarier. Alright, they float a bunch of mana. Flashback teachings. Oh my god. Oh my god, the value. This deck is super sweet. I kinda like Caleb's build with Arbor Elf and Utopia's Pro. Surgical my amulets. You got it. They didn't exile the one in my graveyard. Okay. But they're gonna flip the Ascanta, but they don't, I guess. Another Reclamation. Okay, so now they're probably gonna go for the kill. Well, they know my hand, so I'm just going to F6 and just move on with my life. They're gonna Zenith for a bunch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, just leaving Cryptic mana. Makes sense. Up to 10 cards. I'm gonna transmute for Cavern. Just hope for the best. Maybe we're not dead next turn. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? This deck is super sweet. I've actually been playing it a little bit for fun. Good old days when first into Utopia meant Ponza. Yeah, I'd rather play against this deck than Ponza. Don't worry about that. I think the list that I was playing of this deck is not particularly good though. I like Caleb's much more. I do think that Search for Ascanta is kind of a must in these decks. Close the Discord because then he starts. Oof, teachings for teachings. This just feels so good to do. They already used 2 teachings, I think. Yeah. So these are their last teachings. They're not teaching anymore. No more teaching. Just look at the value though. Wow. So much value. Nexus of Fate is a very, very dumb card. Nexus of Fate is a very, very dumb card. Ascanta is a dead draw most of the times in the deck. I don't think so. Okay, so they're gonna start clocking me. They must have lethal. So I'm still trying to survive a Cryptic. They already have that. Blue Sun Zenith. Oh, this is their extra turn. Swing for 6. They only have 18 cards left in their deck. I think they can draw their entire deck here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 mana. So they have 30 mana. Yeah, they have more than enough to draw their entire deck and then start looping Nexus. It's pretty dumb. I think this is the kill. Yeah, well, it kind of is good when in the early turns you are actually playing Arbor Elves and what's his name? Utopia Sprawls. So if you're using like turn 1 and 2 to like ramp already, then search on, it's not that hard to like go growth spiral into search or something like that, and then you can start going off that way, and it's not so punishing. Oh, he's streaming? Oh, sweet. Okay. Is there any use in me go squattering here? There kinda isn't. But I'll do it just because for value. Yeah, because I guess now they are either drawing the Nexus or they're drawing a Blue Sun Zenith. Okay, so they got me. Alright, sideboarding, Cavern, yes please, Rexage, Tracker, Colossus, yes please, Negates, Pierce. I don't want Kalni, I don't want Kabita Crossroads, I can side out one Asusa, can side out one Relic. Primal Command is okay. I literally played against the creator of this deck. Actually, Explosives is better against Caleb's version than it is against the normal no enchantment version. So I guess I'm gonna leave them in. I played against the creator of the deck yesterday. It's a person by the name of FDZZ, and I beat them. Same thing. I think I lost game 1 and then I beat them game 2 and 3. Colossus is a very big question mark. It's basically unkillable, but they can cryptic bounce it and stuff like that. So I am not entirely sure about Comedian Colossus. Maybe I don't want it. The thing, I think I do want it though, because yeah, they showed me main deck surgical, so for sure they have extra surgicals in the sideboard. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna. I want to have like the diversity of threats. Yeah, against the other version, I just side out both explosives, but against Caleb's, I kind of want to leave them in. I guess I'm gonna take out the Prava command. It's good at making them miss land drops, but I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna keep this one. Just need to find the threat. I guess I kind of want the cavern here. I'm gonna need to naturally find a threat, which might not be particularly easy, but I already will have the cavern lined up, so that's sweet. I don't think they can do anything frightening next turn, so I'm gonna take this turn. This is gonna be that from now on I'm gonna be holding up negate every single turn basically. I guess they can Ascanta me here, but that's not so terrible. They are probably going to Ascanta me here. Yep. That's fine. I think I'm holding this negate up. Exclusively for Reclamation. So there's a Tolarian in the bottom, and Bojuki Bog is also in the bottom, so this search, unless I resolve the Titan, this search is pretty much free to resolve. It is kind of like a modern challenge, yes, except it's not open for everybody. You needed to, by playing leagues, you get these points. This right here. So you need 35 points to enter this tournament. Name Giant. We're gonna go ahead and negate this guy. Would have been nice to pierce it. That would have been some sick value. Got him. And now we're gonna die never finding a threat. That's so sad. That is so sad. Please give me a threat deck. Please give me a threat. Also, we drew like all over the forest, so so Caleb's Assassin's trophies are gonna be very good against us. Oh man, this is just so sad. Black and green. Okay, that is something. That is something. Turn off all the yields. So they have Cryptic Command mana here. So I'm gonna give them this trigger, but if they want a Cryptic save their search, they will need to tap out on their turn. One, two, three, 7. So they can take an extra turn here, but this doesn't really do anything. This is basically a free Explorer. That's pretty bad. I mean, they might not... Never mind. I was gonna say they might not have anything, but that's clearly not the case. Prime time, please, please. Please give me a Primeval Titan. I think we're gonna lose now. Caleb's gonna untap with Surge, and we're just gonna die. This is so sad. Yep, now they're gonna activate Ascanta twice a turn. This is so frustrating. This is so freaking frustrating. Ascanta 3 times a turn. My bad. Man, it's been rough. Last couple of days have been very rough for me. There's the Nexus. Yeah, at this point I think he's just gonna run away with it. I think our hand was fine, but we literally drew blanks for the entire game, right? Our hand was Negate, Steerings, Coalition Relic, and lands, and we drew nothing but lands, like an Explosives and a Tribe Scout. That was all of our draws. Yeah, not great. Not particularly great. There's the teachings. Yep, they got me. Can they whiff at this point? I don't think they can whiff. They just have too much mana, right? How is the league? Thank you for asking that. We're 3-1 in the league. Does Caleb's deck have no removal whatsoever? Is that how they make room for all of these ramp spells? And like searches and stuff? That's another Nexus. Maybe I should have taken that chump. I mean, it just doesn't really matter anyway, right? Okay, when they're just like adding mana of the Ascanta instead of activated, that's when you know you're very dead. That's when you know it. Can you imagine if all this time I've been just sitting on a negate and just like Caleb goes all in on a giant great blue sun Zenith and I just counter it? How next level would that be? How next level would that be? Huh, how does it work if you flashback Blue Sun Zenith? Do you shuffle it or do you... Okay, that basically takes out my outs. Alright. I'm gonna give them the GG's. And just concede. Alright. Not a good day for the home team. Let's move on to the league. At 03 I'm dropping, but 02 maybe there's still some prices that I can get. Let's see the price. Yeah, there's prices all the way until 64th. 10 treasure chests. Yeah, that's reasonable. Since it's not flashback, it doesn't exile. Oh, so Gearhug would shuffle it back while Snapcaster would exile it. Is that how it works? Is that how the interaction? Yeah, he's playing a different version. He's playing with basically maximizing his mana production and trying to go off ASAP. It seems like they're... Yeah, but that's why I was reading the Gear Hulk. Torrential. The card will be put into your graveyard this turn, exile it instead, but Blue Sun Zenith says that you shuffle. It doesn't say that you put it into the graveyard. It doesn't. It's not a replacement effect. It's like part of the... It's part of the card resolving. So that's what seemed a little bit weird to me. This one is cool. Okay, I'm gonna update the record over there. It's not keyword flashback. No, I'm asking if because the shuffle is not a trigger. I'm asking if they flashback Torrential Gearhulk, which won't they get back the Torrential Gearhulk, the blues. They cast the Torrential Gearhulk with they cast the Blue Sun Zenith with Torrential Gearhulk. There we go. If they do that, they are not gonna draw any cards, right? But do they shuffle the thing back into the deck? That was my question. Oof. Yeah, I guess I'm getting Amulet here. The other options were just not particularly enticing. And now if I draw an Amulet, I can go off and just make it massive ballista. It would shuffle it back in. Yeah, that was my question. It's a strange interaction, right? Is the team? Thank you very much for that Twitch Prime subscription. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Damn, no lands. Shit. Yeah. Send me a private message if you want to get access to the cyborg guide. Okay. I'm not playing explosives on one. So the question is, am I playing Azusa here? Or am I playing explosives on 2? If I play out the Azusa, it turns on their Syrian Blazes, which are otherwise dead. But it gives me one more turn to draw something, because that would mean that they're gonna spend their turn casting a Syrian Blaze instead of casting multiple burn spells, so it's probably okay for me. I need to draw a bounce land basically. If I draw a bounce land, I win. So it's just a matter of, can I draw a bounce land in time? That is the name of the question here. Can I draw a bounce land in time? Yeah, Primal Command would be sick here if we ever get to cast it. Any tap land would also give me Primal Command mana, so that's also cool. Land. Any land, please. Why is my deck punishing me so much today? Like, we haven't had a reasonable draw in like the whole day. I guess against Affinity we had some good draws. But like, first we flooded grossly against Caleb. Now we never see a land here. We also whiffed on a bounce land with the steerings, so there was no bounce land in the top 16 cards of our deck. At this point, I'm just playing out the Ballista to like hopefully do some chump blocking. I'm feeling dead though. I'm feeling very dead here. Again, my out is exactly bounce land here. Oh, they just have second Syrian Blaze. Maybe I should have like pinged in response to that fetch. Yeah, in response to that fetch, I should have pinged my opponent. This would have removed the target for the... Alright, I died to any 1 mana burn spell. Yep. Today is not my day again, people. I am sorry. We want Path, we don't want Ballista. Explosives is fine. We can -1 prime time, we can -1 relic, and I guess -1 explosives. We're bringing in the paths. Yeah, today has been brutal. I woke up early today, super excited about playing the event, and then Moto is like, no. Better luck next time. Okay, so there's still quite a bit of matches going on. I wonder if it says... Yeah, it doesn't say the amount of rounds. I don't know how many rounds we're gonna have. Why not all 4 paths? Because what do you want me to take out for the 4th path? That is basically the only reason why. I guess we probably keep this. I'm keeping this mostly because Kalni is pretty good in the matchup. It's gonna give me a couple of life. O2, yeah, we're getting wrecked. Getting wrecked real hard. Swifty. Taking 1. 60 rings. I think I'm getting gemstone here. This gemstone speeds me up a little bit. Simic, bouncing here. Next turn I can gemstone and cast relic, or if my opponent goes for the Eidolon, I can Rexage the Eidolon. Yeah, that's why that's why I keep only the one. Sometimes they have like their multiple one-off draws, and when that's the case, I want to have access to at least one explosives. But yeah, it's mostly not very good. Yep, like for example, right here, explosives would be fine. Swifty Pier. I think I'm gaining 2 life here. It's not a disgustingly bad draw. It's not a great draw, but we'll see what my opponent does here. If they have the Revelry for the Relic, I'm just gonna be super sad, but nothing I can do. Just don't tap. Oh, they tap for green. Of course they tap for green. Yep. Yep. This is my story today. This is my story today. I take out both. Ballista is in the sideboard right now. Ballista is very bad. It takes 4 mana to kill stuff. Just not a good enough deal. Not a good enough deal. Please let this be a Rift Bolt. Rift Bolt, please. Nope. It's taking 1 more damage. No, 6. Oh no, I'm just dead to most cards. Man. Oh well. I've been losing to burn a lot lately. I don't think it's because of the list or anything like that. It's just my draws have been horrendous. Okay. Lightning Helix me. You got the other one too? Please punish them for bringing in multiple revers. Please punish them for... No. Okay. Sure. Nope. Nope. We died. Huh. Do we have enough time for not... it's 40 minutes. 6 matches in progress. Eesh, seems very greedy to fire up another league. Come on, Canister, you can do it. You can do it, Canister. Have I mean an opponent starts creature registers. Well, they didn't start creature. They went creature into... They played something not creature last turn, right? On turn 2, right? I don't even remember anymore. Yeah, so this is the list that I submitted to the event. Primal has been fine. Not so sure about Bailoff. Maybe I want Thrag Daddy over it. Let's go back to this. I'm going to get punished now, and I'm gonna get paired against against something where Baloth is better than Traktask, but it is what it is. Yeah, it's weird because I mean it's stupid to blame variance, right? It can't just be variance. I need to be making some mistakes. This is very greedy, but like we're pretty much dead in the event anyway, so there's something that I have to be doing wrong. I can't figure out what it is. But you know, blaming bad beats is not particularly helpful. Amulet. So if I play bounce land here, I can. I should have. I should. Oh damn! That was stupid. I could have played Asusa and transmuted if I had sequenced properly. You see, this is what I'm doing. You know, I'm just making like very slight, but very punishing mistakes, and it's been getting me. That is definitely what's going on. All right, I need to go get a summoner's pact, and if they have Karn, they have Karn. Not much I can do about that. Like, but that little mistake I made there, that's like so, it's so minor, right? And those are the mistakes that I'm missing. And yeah, my opponent just has turn 3 Karn. Yep. I don't think I don't think that if I had done things properly, it would have changed the outcome of that game. Turn 3 Karn on the play is just it is just GG's on most circumstances against us. Under most circumstances. Okay, let's keep this. Simpson Liquor and Dodo overthink things. When you rant about all the things they could have, remember the odds of them having different paths. Very percentage. Good luck, my dude. Thanks, Big Monkey. But I don't think that. I think like I always try to learn from you know playing Magic. That's like the only way that you can get better, right? If you don't try to learn from your mistakes, then it's just not productive, you know. So I think that there's always something to learn, and like for example, like as I was saying last game, you know, I'm just making slightly minor mistakes that you know I'm losing some percentages because of that. So those are the ones that I want to notice, and this is me just like being. I'm not gonna lie, I'm slightly tilted right now. um, I'm slightly tilted here, and it's showing because I'm making mistakes that I should not be making. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I play out Scout, if I draw natural lands, it's better, but if I need to transmute next turn, it's gonna be worse. At this point, I think that I'm gonna play out the Scout though. It's gonna cost me a Gemstone Mine, but we'll see. You see, my opponent's steerings find them the stuff that they need. I wish mine did too. Okay. That is something. So I can 1, 2 play this, bounce, play this, transmute for Pact of Negation, and now I can EOT Flash in Colony and then resolve Titan next turn. Okay, this means no turns with Tron, which is of course good for me. What? Oh, so they're steering sing. All right. Okay. Unless we're gonna get to this on damage here. Okay, so we're gonna get prime time. This is kind of awkward. As weird as it is, I really wish I had access to... Excavator here. Gonna draw step, destroy the mine. If I do that, then the Ghost Quarter is gonna be tapped. I thought about that, Hisio. But if I do that, then the Ghost Quarter is gonna be tapped. And the Vesuva is also gonna be tapped. So I know they have a Nugen in hand. Unless I wanna... I guess maybe what I could have done is I could have done that play and then Pact of Negation the Yugen, pay on upkeep, and then double Ghost Quarter them. So that's also defensible. That is also defensible. Yeah, maybe that was better actually. Maybe that was actually better. Oh, oops. Well, forgot to bring in the Rexage. That's fine. Two games going on still? Oh, one match. One match going on. This hand doesn't beat a 7 from Tron. This one might. I want an Azusa. Is there any money to running Tech Edge instead of GQ? Yes, if you expect Scape Chef to be a big part of the metagame. I thought I had bottomed you. I thought I had bottomed you, but that's fine. Nature's Claim. Amulet? No Amulet. Not liking our chances here. Not liking our chances at all. Oh, Tron. Tron. I should take the relic here. Yeah, they do. If I packed for a soups, do I die to Ghost Quarter? No, I don't, but I die to Karn. And it speeds me up by 1 turn, so I guess it's worth it. I'm not beating Karn anyway. I'm not beating Karn, not beating Wilmog. The big guys I'm not beating. That's a Ghost Quarter. Can still pay for Pact. play this, bounce, replay, go. So let's think here. I can prime time. I think I'm prime time in plus Ghost Water here. And this is just Budakov, playing against Budakov. Let's finish this match real quick. This is just good luck, basically. The last one they had to get for was the mine, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, do you have it? Okay, they scrying for it. Okay. There's the mine. Oblivion Stone. So they have enough mana to play and activate in the same turn, don't they? So I'm just gonna swing. Yes. We're gonna get Bounce Land plus Gemstone. They take 6. Play land. Transmute for Pact of Negation. And then I'm going to Primal Command, put target on a creature permanent with Stone's Library, Sigillary for a creature card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think I want to do this with the O-Stone because they already have the mana anyway to do whatever they want. And then can I pack the O-Stone and then they don't have Ugin mana? I guess I can force the O-Stone activation. Yeah, if I had packed it the O-Stone, they could have just slammed the Ugin. Here I'm gonna game 4. I mean, my opponent needs to destroy this Titan before combat, so yep. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Play Titan, yes. Here we're gonna get Simic plus Tolaria. Steerings for Ballista, sure, whatever. Transmute for Summoner's Pact, and then go. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this hand. We might get absolutely destroyed, but Moto Champion is... oh. Sweet. They just had Ulamog. They just had the Ulamog. Negate is nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6. Summoner's Pact. We're still in this. We are still in this one. This is pretty insane. Prime time. Cast prime time. Yes. T-West plus... we're just getting Celestial Sanctuary because all of my other lands are gone. Now if they go for Ugin, please don't Please don't make the other card be a second Ulamog, because that would just be egregious. Negate. Think about having excavated in your deck now. Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice for sure. Okay, so we transmute from Titan 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can haste, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Are we gonna win this game? We have one more Titan, right? Maybe they have a surgical in hand, that's why they're tanking there. Okay, so my opponent is playing BG. Yeah, there's one more prime time. Primeval Titan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Stronghold plus or second to last bounce land. Play land for turn. Haste. Swing. Yes. This is pretty insane. Yes, the Suva and Gemstone. The Suva copying Sun Home. So we're gonna have 2 lethal threats next turn, even if they like have Dismember or something. And we also have Ballista. Okay, this game was great. Okay, Grimflare. Let's see if we have another classic game where we die and never join a threat. Go down to 2, and even with Karn, they die to my Ballista. Pew 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 pew. Got him. Alright, it feels good to be Tron. Feels good to be Tron. I think I just take the 2 here. Let's go if Titan. Guess I gotta scream it louder, I think. I made a misplay there. Should have screamed Titan louder. My bad. Siege Rhino. Why is my opponent playing Siege Rhino in 2019? I don't even know what year this is. I thought it was 2019, but my opponent disagrees. Kaya Orsov the Usurper. That's pretty damn hot, actually. Also, the crazy art, too. Crazy. Exile target no like permanent converter might cost 1 or less. Bye bye Amulet, I guess. Okay, this means that I'm gonna play this out. Because if I draw a I guess Ulamog is exiling my permanent. Titan, please. I mean, I gotta kill this, so... It grows the Goyf, it's terrible all around. But I kinda have to do it. Here I'm gonna jump with the Scout. Yeah. I guess I'm gonna jump with the Asus. Corn on Macabre, thank you. Thank you for that tier 1 subscription. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. You're the second subscriber of the day. Thank you very much for the support. Damn, Kaya, really? Okay, that's a Scoos. Can't kill the Scoos, so EE on 2 would be pretty damn sexy. EE on 2 would be pretty good. And I think the land is going to be more relevant than the Titan or explosives. Or a gemstone mine. I guess it continues. I want Path, I want Tracker, do I want Colossus? I might not want Colossus against the Path to Exile deck. Big fan, love your YouTube videos, glad to catch your stream. Oh, awesome! Thank you very much, Corn and Macabre. We're gonna put this, take this out, take one Summoner's Pact out. Take out one Amulet. I don't love Walking Ballista, but I think I'm still gonna play it. Collision Relic seems very, very good. Azusa, it's kind of the best card in the matchup. Let's do something like this. Nah. Yeah. Something like this. Okay, let's go. I'm taking a couple of Summoner Pack because sometimes the tempo loss is just something that we cannot afford. Mulligan this. Well, if my opponent has another mono 2-drop no interaction draw, then I can beat them with this hand. It's against creature decks, like against this kind of deck, like what am I gonna do? I'm just going to like destroy all of their cards and then like leave a Siege Rhino, it just doesn't seem particularly good. What I'm saying is they have no shitty creatures, right? It's not like humans that they play Noble Hierarch. Same thing with Spirits or like Mausoleum Wanderer. All of those decks that have like shitty creatures that I can leave them with makes way more sense for me to be bringing in Tragic Arrogance. Yeesh, opponent moves to 4. Maybe there's a chance. Maybe there is a chance. Inquisition is pretty good for them. Yeah, Coalition Relic, it's pretty brutal. Now makes me very sad that I bought on that. Makes me very sad that I bought on that other thing now. Yeah, okay, Goif is fine. And here I'm playing out all my lands. I still can't transmute this. Unless I have the second blue source and I want to get full value from my Azusa. That Inquisition. Ooh, that was bad. I should have packed it in response. Never mind, we're fine. Don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. Maybe they're surgical here? Get the summoners back. Swing. And I guess here I'm going to play the explosives out on 2. Playing around another Inquisition. And giving my opponent something else to deal with. Alright, I guess that worked out. I only need my opponent to move to 4. And we'll be fine. I kind of don't like the Walking Ballista. It's good at killing walkers, but that's pretty much it. And like I'm bringing in so much better threats now than I do game 1. So I probably want this instead. So I have more, more ramp going on. In fact, maybe I want just -2 amulets plus 2 scouts on the draw. Handful of rhinos. That sounds plausible, actually. If we could steering on 1, I might consider this, but oh my god, these hands have been so bad. This hand every turn is an agony. Every turn is an agony. Bye bye Amulet. Suva, copy that. Pass. There's a Goif. They put their clock on. I guess I'm gonna get the Crossroads so I can cast this path. No bounce lands to be seen. Is this gonna be a Liliana? Because that would be very bad. That would be very bad if my opponent had a Liliana here. It would make me super sad. There's a Liliana. Yep. Bounce land. Nope. I'm just playing this out just in hopes that my opponent will -2 here. Yep. Just like stop the bleed a little bit. Alright, that is something. Six, 7. Damn, those are big boys. I regret everything and I should have discarded the second prime time there. I regret everything. Bounce land would be reasonable here. Or not. Yeah, that makes me very sad. I didn't think that the Goifs were 6/7s. I totally missed that, honestly. Fuck, man. I'm just making so many dumb mistakes. Yeah, alright. So we're just dropping. My opponent actually has lethal. Yep, we lost to Siege Rhino. This is... That's how you know it's not your day. When you lose to Siege Rhino. Alright, where's the drop thingy? How do you drop from the event? Okay, there we go. Okay. Makes me sad, but it's fine. It's fine. I was kind of really looking forward to it. But it was not meant to be. Yeah, but if I had charged relic, I'm going to 2, and then I literally just died to a siege rhino, right? That's why I did not charge the relic. Moving on this. Moving on this one too. I guess this one does some stuff. Bottom that one. So the problem with that is I'm going to 2. My opponent showed me Raging the bad land, the green white one. I don't remember the name. So next turn they have Liliana minus. So Titan doesn't stabilize there. That is the problem. No, I actually have not tried Force Serum Visions. Is this TitanShift? It is. We're just making natural land drops here. Okay, I think I'm gonna get the T-West. And here my opponent can actually get me to 18. So as bad as this is, I am going to stay above 18 by doing this, which is like the worst engineered explosives of all time, but desperate measures, huh? Okay. The second response means I don't need to crack it, so just stay here. One, two, that's 6 mana. It's a lot of mountains. I guess they have a Titan draw. Okay, this Titan is just too early, so I'm gonna need to pact it. They know about the GQ. Play that out. So now I'm out of pacts. So I mean, as long as my opponent is out of threats, I could maybe. Basically, I need them to not draw anything for the rest of the game. And if that's the case, then I can probably win. Seems unlikely. Not going to lie, seems unlikely, but don't have any better options. But if they have Scape Shift, then I die. And sorry, Mac Metcalfie, I have not tried for Serum Visions in this version of the deck. I used to play a bunch of Serum Visions with when Summer Bloom was the deck. When Summer Bloom was legal, I mean, right? We're just getting Scape Shifted. I'm just gonna, just make my opponent show me the lands, and then we're going to concede. Okay. negate, negate, pierce, and Rex Sage. By Bog, by these three. That's like the cleanest sideboarding of probably all the matchups. Just bring in 4 reasonable cards, take out 4 terrible cards. The cleanest full sideboardings. Yeah, somebody posted canisters. Somebody had posted canisters list. I don't remember. It was. Oh yeah, there we go. This is what canister's playing, which is some serious spice. We got the meme, Saka power here, Prime Times, Azusa's Collision Relic, 4 Serum Visions. So basically he's not playing any of the middle ground cards. When we compared it to our list, we have same amount of lands, except he's only playing 3 forests and no GQ. And then the other Botanical Sanctum comes in place of... I can't figure out what the other Sanctum is replacing. Cavern... Oh, Bojuki Bog. No Bojuka in the main? The Bojuka is in the sideboard. Wow, that's crazy to me. In today's meta, to not be playing Bojuki Bog is crazy to me. This is one of those hands that it's kind of tricky, but I think that it's a keep. And I think that on turn 1 I have to play the Amulet. Because if I find the bounce land, then I'm like super far ahead. So I think it's worth it. Thank you, Ariana, by the way. No main deck EE. Yeah, so basically it cannot beat... I guess it can beat Humans game 1 with Sakama. But I doubt he's casting Sakama without... Oh, he's not playing Ballista, right? Yeah, so he's all in on Titan. He's all in on Titan. Consistent one, that's funny. 3 path, 1 tragic arrogance, 1 negate. Excavator, tracker, sage. Super spicy list. You see? Play well, get rewarded. Now we're gonna steerings first, trying to find Vesuvius School. That's another bounce land basically, which is what I'm looking for. Bounce this, play scout. Now they will need to like double bolt me to not get Titan next turn. I guess they can like destroy this or do that. Sure. That one's pretty good, not gonna lie. Can I Titan here? 1, 2, 3. I also need to pay 1 extra mana for this. So Gemstone, Vesuva copy here. And now I have 2 more mana, so I can't Titan this turn, but I can Titan next turn. Anger would be pretty brutal here. Oh, that one's fine. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Playing through Damp Sphere like a champ. Three. That would be 6 mana. Green, 1, green. Simic growth. So that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can go up to 8 mana, so I can't Pact of Negation too. I can only summon Respect. Which is of course very bad, but I cannot pay for both pacts. Okay. Teleria plus Simic, I guess. What am I gonna bounce here? Just I'm gonna bounce the gemstone. I cannot pay for blue pact anyway, so yeah, Damping Sphere is at its best against us from exactly TitanShift. Against a lot of decks, we don't care about Damping Sphere so much, but we literally have no other reason to be bringing in a card like Rexage into our deck but the fact that they might Damping Sphere us. So that makes it, you know, the most awkward, of course. That prime time is gonna kill my prime time. I'm going to die. This Damping Sphere was pretty brutal. The fact that we didn't naturally draw the Titan and we had to pact for it was also pretty massive. Very big deal. Okay. Let's pay 4. 1. Blue, blue. Play this. Bounce and transmute. Yeah, this is just all sorts of bad for us because we don't have 2 blue mana now. But we need to transmute this if we want to have any chance of winning. I guess I can play the Simic Growth and bounce this. And then I can replay it, copying the Gemstone Mine, which would give me a second blue source so I can Pact of Negation if I need to. I think this Titan kills us though. My opponent still has 4 cards in hand. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna survive this one. Don't think we're going to survive this one. I kind of want to try Canister's version. I kind of want to try it. His sideboard is kind of weird too. Only 1 explosives in the 75 seems weird. It's like a super all-in version of the deck. No, they just have the shift. Yeah, I got it pacted, but then the Titan kills me. Yeah, we were just dead. Alright. We are 1-1 in the league. Yeah, I can see it used to be that way. It used to be that way. When we used to play Summer Bloom, but you know, there was also the fact that Summer Bloom was busted, so you really didn't need that many cards to work out. This hand is terrible, and we're very likely playing against Dredge, so even more of a reason to mulligan that. I played against this person yesterday, and they were on Dredge, so probably still on Dredge. Play Amulet. Play this. Play this. Now we just need to draw one of our 11 Primeval Titans. And we are all good to go. With Serum Visions, yeah, I could see Serum Visions in the deck. Again, like if you look at the Lotus Bloom lists, that is where they add their consistency, right? Because they can dig for exactly what they're looking for, and that is why I say that that version of the deck is a little bit more combo-y, you know. They Dredge Imp and Loam ×2. Alright, let's find the Primeval Titan. Starting the game at 14 life. Nope. Also, my opponent has Conflag, so I guess I could pack the Conflag. If only discarding weren't part of the cost. And if I pack the Conflag, then I die to a second Conflag, I think. Well, no, I don't, because if I hardcast it, if I find a Titan, I can just hardcast it. So I guess if they do Conflag, I packed it. I die if they kill my scout, but I mean, I die if they kill my scout with the Conflag anyway, so what list are we talking about? We're talking about this list, which Canister was playing in the event today. I'm gonna copy the list in chat so you can check it out. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pack this. If we draw a Titan, we can still... If we draw a Titan, we can still cast it. Okay. Upkeep with the trigger on the stack, we're gonna flash in Simic Growth. 1/1 and blue. Then bounce this. Pay for pact. Titan, please. I guess that's a Titan next turn. So that is something. They basically cannot find another Conflag, because if they find another Conflag, I die. It's possible that I should have transmitted for Bog there, but nah, there's no way. Also, I should have attacked. I missed a free point of damage for no reason. I forgot that the Bloodghast cannot block. Should have definitely attacked. What did they... Sweet, no Conflags. They loamed. I'm gonna take 5 here. Also no. Okay, so now they're gonna have Mesa, City, and Mountain. Alright, I think we're gonna win this one now. Yep. I think we're gonna win this one. Why didn't you flash in the Kuru last turn, pick up Gemstone, then flash Gemstone? Because exactly of this situation. It's way better. Like, if I draw a Titan instead of its Area West, I can actually hardcast it that turn. Because I have the Amulet and Azusa. So if I had done that, I would be dead right now. But because I bounced the Kuru instead, now I'm... Yeah, sorry that I didn't explain that. I guess it's not particularly obvious by any means. But yeah, as you can see how it played out right there, right? Where if I had done the play that you're suggesting, I would have actually lost the game. Whereas here I am very, very, very strongly winning. I can double Titan here, right? I think so. Yeah, I still have 2 more land drops. Yeah, I can definitely double Titan. Primeval Titan. Wacko Jack 01. Thank you. Wacko Jacko 1. Sorry. Thank you for the follow. Second Primeval Titan. Sweet. Now we get Vesuva and Boros Garrison. Vesuva copies Stronghold. Boom, 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 boom. 1. Haste this guy. 2. Haste the other guy. Now we're gonna bounce the Vesuva, I guess. And now we simply swing and double strike both Titans. Yes. Sanctuary Gemstone Mine. Red. Red. Green, white. Green, white. Bounce this. Yes. And I guess I'm gonna bog them for value. I want to make sure that this go on the stack first so they resolve last. Bog you for good measure. Float from bog, float from bog. Double strike here. Double strike over there. They dead. Yeah, Spider's face, it was rough. How are you doing? Last time I checked, you were 1-0, is that correct? You're 2-1, sweet. Alright, dude, keep it up. Kick some ass. So sideboarding against Dredge is... It's kind of bad with this list. It's kind of bad, honestly. Ballista is terrible. Explosives is kind of bad too. I'm bringing in Pierce. Pierce is good. Negate is not so good, really. So I'm kind of like bringing in because of lack of other options. Because all of these other cards I don't think I want in my deck. Maybe I want Tragic Arrogance, but it's just like, it's a one-time sweeper. It doesn't really get me anywhere. Guess I keep this, hoping to find a Bojuka Bog. The Natty Bog would be solid right here. Versus my was 2 matchups in humans and green black, only got there versus one of them, but what can you do? Last round I ran into Amulets. Dude, I was going through the tournament and it is crazy. Natty Bog. Natty Bog. Oh, the Natty Bog is so much value. Yeah, the tournament, like the amount of people, we were going through the list and it was pretty insane. Hall of Famers, all the dudes. So here we play Amulet. I don't care if this Amulet gets destroyed because I already have the Azusa. And Azusa next turn is going to do the whole bounce bog, replay it. So I think I'm gonna get T-West here. I don't think any of those cards are relevant, and I just want to make sure that I have enough lands to make Titan mana, even if my Amulet gets answered. I was scared looking through the X. Nice. Classic. They're gonna Dredge Dark Blast. I was scared looking through the X1 bracket, and I saw the XO bracket was also stacked. Dude, like all the brackets were very much stacked. So they have Dark Blast, so I don't want to play out this Scout. If they want to Dark Blast my Azusa, I don't really care. And in this case, because I have already enough lands, and I'm actually getting value from bouncing this Bojuge Bog, I am going to like play out this, play this out. So we're gonna play out Azusa. Yeah, they just concede. 2-0 against Dredge, it's pretty straightforward. Dude, no free wins at all. No free wins at all. Let's see if we can like still check out like the standings and whatever. Yeah. Leyline of the Boys, that's a funny name. Sodek, he's like a Dredge master, he's probably playing Dredge. Dido, he's 3-0, probably playing Death Shadow. Canister playing a weird version of Amulet, which is pretty sweet. Elf Kid, it's 2-1. Sodek 3-0. Oh, there we go. I thought there were 2-1. Magnus Lanto, Lampolot. Yeah, dude, these are the best Moto players, and then there's like Hall of Famers. I think I saw earlier that Paul Witzel was playing too. So if this Steerings finds a bounce land, this hand is pretty good. If it doesn't, then this hand is pretty bad. It's probably worth it, considering we're on the play and we cannot get these Steerings Twatsies. So let's find a bounce land here. Any bounce land will do. Nope. At least we found a land, which means that this coming turn I can Vesuva whichever land my opponent plays. And then on the following turn I can cast Azusa and I have 2 more turns to find a bounce land. Top bottom. We're probably playing against Phoenix. Alright, that is cool. How am I gonna sequence my lands now? I think I can play around removal if I play Simic Growth here. I don't need to discard, which is cool. And then I'm going to next turn play Azusa and then play Gemstone plus Vesuva, copying something, and I'm gonna be so this is cool. This is coolio. I wonder how many of those players are playing Phoenix. Thing in the ice here will be pretty annoying, but we can probably still beat it. If this is only one Phoenix, we should be fine. If this is two Phoenixes, then things might be a little bit more rough. Only one Phoenix, please. Only one Phoenix. Only one Phoenix. Come on, come on. But all this tanking is either my opponent is really mean slow roller. Okay, oh, one Phoenix. Okay, we can beat this. We can race this. We can race this. Thanks everybody for hanging out, by the way. For everybody who doesn't know me, my name is Francisco. I stream a lot of Amulet on this channel right here. And we played in today's event what's his name? The playoffs, smaller playoffs. I was thinking challenge, and I'm like, no, it's definitely not the challenge. Here I think we're going to get Bojuka plus Kabira Crossroads. I don't want to randomly die, but it seems important to like exile my opponent's Faithless Looting there. And getting Kalni doesn't really do anything in the face of Thing in the Ice, so my opponent would need to have another Faithless Looting. Yeah, as I was saying, if you... Actually, I should have probably gotten Kalni, because next turn I'm going to pay for Pact and then play Azusa. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. So having access to Kalni would allow me to have some charm blockers. Anyway, if you haven't done so, make sure you hit that follow button. If you want to subscribe to the channel, you can get access to these beautiful emotes as well as my cyber guides that it's exclusive for subscribers. If you want to check out the Amulet Discord and you want to join, that is it for you. Right there, that link. If you want to check out my previous streams, you can do so in my YouTube channel, which is right there. And finally, if you want to follow me on Twitter, that is the place. That is the place. I always post whenever I'm going live, so. Okay. It's pretty good. That's pretty good. Can I do that and play as Susa? I mean, do I want to do that and play as Susa? I feel like I want to have a Suga Crossroads. Alright, Sniff Power, thank you for the follow. I think I want to explosives on 2. Yeah, because I don't have an amulet, so I want to explosives on 2. And then Vesuva the Crossroads, so I don't die to double bolt. Next turn I'm gonna be casting Titan again. One of my opponent's cards in hand is a Phoenix. They're gonna hard cast Phoenix here. If this is a Drake, that would be much worse for me. Phoenix is probably fine. Now that they tap out, I can crack this. Okay. So we're going to play Prime Time. And I could haste, but I don't think it's going to matter. I think what I want to do is I want to gain as much life as I can possibly gain. So I'm gonna get double bounce land, Garrison, and Simic Growth. And I'm going to get Fountain and Vesuva. Then I'm going to play Azusa, play Cavita Crossroads, and play another Cavita Crossroads. And now I'm going to pass it turn. And next turn I can pack for a Titan and I can haste it. And I can probably double strike one of the two. So my opponent needs to kill me this turn. They need to like looting into multiple Phoenix or like double bolt me out of the game, which both are possible. Both of them are possible. They play land first. I wonder what that means. Best case scenario would be like they misevaluate and they like kill my Azusa for no reason. That would be great. That would be great. Another thing in the ice. Are they gonna flip this thing? They might. If they flip the thing, that would be gross. They're gonna flip it. That's insane. And I guess they also have Faithless Looting because they're doing this main phase, so that probably means they also have looting. Or they have a 0 casting cost card. Yep, they have the looting. That is gross. Ah, this deck. Now they discard 2 Phoenixes. This is ridiculous. This deck is ridiculous. Alright, if there was any way to win this, that's where it starts. So, I prime time. I get 2 bounce lands and I get so prime time mana. Then I get 2 bounce lands and I prime time this again. That brings me up to now I can 8 plus 8 plus 8 is gonna be 24. Just gonna be exact. No, 2 more than this can stop. I think that we got this. I think that we got this. Let me think. So we're going to cast Primetime here. Primetime is gonna get 2 bounce lands. Then I'm gonna cast Azusa, have white floating. That's going to allow me to play 2 more lands. It's gonna be floating this mana and adding red white. Then I'm gonna cast Titan and I'm gonna get another bounce land plus Slayer Stronghold. Then I'm gonna play Vesuva, copying the Slayer Stronghold. I think we should be fine. Alright, let's do this. This one's gonna be a roller coaster. I didn't do the complete math, but I am kind of confident that we have enough. Play this. Bounce this. Play. We're gonna have red floating here, red white floating. Pact for prime time. 1, 2, 3. Red white floating. Yes. Gonna get Stronghold plus gemstone. Two land drops remaining. We're gonna haste here. We're going to play Bogles Garrison. Going to bounce Stronghold. Replay Stronghold. Haste the other one. Move to combat. Swing with both. Yes, we're gonna do Celestia, Teleria. Bouncing, Crossroads, whatever. And yes, we're gonna do Kalni, Gemstone. It doesn't really matter what we get here, because we're just going to double strike and my opponent's gonna take 16. Phew. Got him. Double strike this guy. Yeah, that one. Neat. Real neat. Alright, sideboarding against Phoenix. We bring in all the paths, we take out all the scouts, take out Walking Ballista, bring in explosives, and bring in Queen and Rexage. By Pact of Negation, and we're gonna take out Ghost Squatter. We could bring in a second Cavernous Souls in case my opponent is playing this Disdainful Stroke, which might be a thing. I am not sure if my opponent is playing Disdainful Stroke. I think on the blind, I don't assume that they are playing Disdainful Stroke, and if they show it to me in game 2, then I bring it in. And I bring it in place of... I don't even know what, because all my cards, all my lands are good in the matchup. Interesting hand. I think I keep. It needs a bounce land to function, but if I find it, it's gonna be pretty reasonable. This path here is pretty nice. Especially if my opponent goes turn 2 TT and I manage to path it, that would be sick amounts of value. Sick amounts of value. They kept top. Yeesh. This is the worst draw in the deck. Right here. We already had an Azusa covered and we can make it uncounterable. Although they don't play any counter spells that can stop my Azusa, so... Alright, that's a TD. How about we draw the worst draw in the deck twice in a row? How about we do that? How do you guys feel about it? Nothing? Alright. I assume my opponent is holding up like some dispels and stuff here. Maybe bolts. They just untapped. These draws have been so bad. Hopefully my opponent has Spell Pierce and not Dispel. Let's see what's up. No BM would be nice. Hardcast Phoenix. I guess I path that. Keep my life total high. Let's draw a bounce land, please. It would be nice to find a bounce land. It's a lot of mana my opponent has over there. 4 cards in hand. It's definitely enough to flip a thing in the ice. Second hardcast Arclight Phoenix. Okay. Got me. Bounce land, please. They called the bluff. Good for them. I think I'm gonna Vesuva my own forest. I mean, it's not like this exercise can block, right? So we got completely destroyed in the playoffs. We got slaughtered. Played against Grixis Shadow, who beat us with a quick 2-0 in less than 15 minutes. Then we played against. Okay, so now my opponent's gonna be like swinging with Thing in the Ice plus 2 Phoenixes at least. Yikes. Then we played against Caleb D, who was playing the Bug Reclamation deck, and we flooded like crazy. It was pretty insane actually. And then we played against Budakov, the Magic Online champion, and he was playing Abzan, but our draws just they didn't even disrupt me that much. It's just like I drew nothing for many turns, and then I made a mistake. I discarded something to Liliana, which I should have not discarded. I should have discarded the prime time, and I should have kept the path in hand so I could path my opponent's Tarmogoyf, and then. So against the first two matches, I don't really remember any mistakes. Against Budakov, I definitely made a mistake that ended up costing me the game. I think my opponent's Liliana was at 3 or something. It wasn't even threatening ultimate. So I could have had a couple of turns to draw into something, but yeah. At that point we were 0-2 already, so I there wasn't that much that we could have done anyway, you know, but still. Take 13. Take 13. Now we draw land. The Professor 711, thank you for the follow. So the only way we can survive... No, we can't survive here. Nope, we cannot survive here. We just Weavestone lands for too long. I can gain 7, but if I gain 7, then I can't block my opponent's Awoken Horror, so I die anyway, so that 7 that I gain doesn't really do anything. Let's try it again. I guess I want to sideboard just the same. Okay, I'm gonna keep this hand. It's a little bit weird, but we have like Blood Moon protection, we have interaction and ways to cast it, and we have Bojuki Bog, which could potentially be good. Strong Command better than Trinket Mage. Better is not the word that you're looking for. It's different than Trinket Mage for sure, but it's one of those things where, you know, it's a preference thing. They're better in different spots. Like Trinket Mage helps with the explosiveness of the deck, while Primal Command helps with the surviving and the consistency part of the deck. So they help in different aspects. They do slightly different things. Coalition Relic? I wonder if they... Okay. Results. Sweet. I imagine it gets separated EOT now. That's what I would think. Yep. they keep on top. Okay, so we're gonna have some phoenixes coming back right here. Only one phoenix. What's up, Bulletsfly? Welcome to the stream. I'm kind of interested in bogging here. I'm also interested in gaining life, though. I guess gaining life is going to be more important. Also, gaining life kind of helps me at not needing to pass this phoenix yet. Now my opponent's going to Manamorphose into flashback looting and punish me really bad. Just wait for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I guess Blood Moon would be pretty bad as well. Yeah. Can see another Phoenix in my future. Can definitely see another Phoenix in my future. Bottom top. Okay. Path. No dispel. Okay. And I guess they didn't like their scry as much because they quickly let it go. Okay, now I am going to bog. Okay, it's gonna be a Drake. Damn it. I hate this Drake, dude. This Drake dude is a real pain in the ass. Can't cast that one yet. Okay. We're gonna do Tolaria Vesuva here. Vesuva gaining a couple of life. This helps me. I already have 4 colors in order to kill this guy, and this helps me if this Titan gets killed, which would not be impossible. My opponent only used a single lightning bolt so far. Oh, they're gonna bolt face, so I'm probably just dead here. Die into Phoenix once again. Oh, the games against Phoenix are always super close, and then I end up dying at the very end. Alright, I didn't grow the Phoenix. Might still have a shot. Might still have a shot. Hardcast Phoenix, Blood Moon. Well, that's another way to kill me. Oh my god, the swings in this game are just too much to handle. Okay, so we're gonna do red. There's no way they have ceremonious rejection here, right? I'm not playing around rejection. Sweet. Maybe I should have. I know I can't play around the spell pierce either. Okay, so I can't gain life, so if they have double bolt, I die. So that part is easy. Do I have red mana? I don't have red mana. So I need to crack this here, because otherwise this guy's gonna kill me. So I guess I want to get Sun Home plus Gemstone. And I can't gain life, because again I need to crack this. So just going to naturally play this forest and just hope that I don't die to 2 lightning bolts. At this point, the only way my opponent can kill me is 2 lightning bolts, or I guess like a Brave, this, and like looting into multiple phoenixes or stuff like that. Those are the only ways that I die here. Damn, the swings in this game. The swings in this game have been real. Another Drake. Yeah, that Drake is chomp blocking, because I already said this last turn. Sweet. I guess we managed to get there. Alright, last match of the day. Let's see if we can finally get that 4-1, which has been so sneaky lately. Such a sneaky 4-1. What's up, Obi-Wan? Let's see how the playoff is advancing. Wow, Dido is kicking ass. This guy is a beast. He started streaming. I don't know if recently, but I recently started catching him. So if you don't follow Dido, he's like a really good Death Shadow player, Grixis Shadow. He's Portuguese, so if you enjoy classy accents like mine. How did it go, everyone? How was your FNM experience? Yuki Kaz, did you get your ass kicked? Okay, if we manage to get this 4-1, then that would qualify us to try again at the next Modern Playoffs, because I have 34 points. We're only missing 1 point. So, whoops, what's going on there? Okay. Only missing 1 point. So that'll give me a nice hand. Just give me a nice solid hand, you know, robust hand. I guess I keep this. There are some ways in which I get punished, namely if I never draw a land, namely if I... That's a land. Okay, so that one, we can discard that one. But the other ways that I can get punished are if I am playing against a fast deck. Windswept Heath can be very good news if my opponent goes turn 1 Bogle, or it can be very bad news. Sweet. Good news it is. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play Forest here. And next turn I'm gonna play land, Azusa, I'm gonna play Gemstone plus Vesuva, copy Gemstone. This allows me to, on the following turn, assuming my Azusa doesn't die, I can, oh, even if my Azusa dies, it doesn't matter. I can still transmute for explosives on 1 and crack it. That's bad news though. That's pretty bad news. Coalition Relic. Play Gemstone and Vesuva, copy Gemstone. I think I still want to make the same play. 4-0, dude, nice. Greek Shadow, Gleam Black, Rock Colorless, and Rassian Blue White. Nice. Yeah, 2-2 is a little bit rougher, but still, you know. The important thing is that, you know, if you make mistakes, like you say you punted like 6 times to get red white prison. If you punted, make sure you like keep track of that, you know. Don't just let it go and just, oh, okay, I punted, whatever. You know, the way to get better at this is to take note of the mistakes that you made, why you think they are mistakes, and how you can improve on them for the next time, you know? Ooh, they're suiting up their Spirit Dancer, which is actually very smart. We don't really have many ways of getting rid of Spirit Dancers, so... Ethereal Armor. This thing grows so quickly. If they path me, I'm gonna be so happy. I guess they can path me an upkeep and I would not be so happy about that. Alright, so we're gonna play a land. Name Giant here, I guess. I don't think Titan will have enough time to stabilize, especially my opponent is representing path very, very strongly. So I am just going to go for explosives here. We might die and never draw a threat again, but I think it's worth it. Transmute here. Go get explosives. Explosives for 2 and then hold. That's a very good idea, Sean. Alright, so we need to basically draw a Titan. We need to draw a Titan. We can let my opponent draw more cards. Or I guess I can let my opponent draw more cards. Pass the Azusa. Okay. I think I'm gonna let my opponent draw more cards. This is just so the Rancor doesn't come back and they can suit up the Glade Cover Scout. Though I guess this is gonna draw them into more auras, so maybe that's wrong. We're gonna Umbra the Scout. Okay. Griff's Wound the Scout. Okay. I guess I should have played the explosives on 1, huh? I guess it kinda worked. If they play a second Spirit Dancer here, we're probably dead. Feels bad to lose game 1 against Bogles. So this is what I was trying to stop. I was trying to like save some damage by not giving them back the Rancor, and I guess it kind of worked to an extent. Okay. And here the way that I make the most mana in case I draw a Titan is by bouncing this. So if I draw a Titan, I can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess it's not gonna matter. Yep, it's not gonna matter. Okay. I just wanted to give myself the best chance of getting there. I was not going to, but still. Alright, we bring explosives, Wreck Sage, take out Ballista, and bring in some number of paths. Ooh, Tragic Arrogance sounds great in this matchup, actually. Pact of Negation is pretty bad. Path to Exile comes in, and you might think that it's weird, but it's very possible that my opponent will bring in Gadok and Killing Spirit Dancers. As you just saw, it's actually quite important, so... take out one Prime Time. Well, if you don't... That's kind of like one of the requirements of the deck. You need to love the deck through the mistakes, because... because the mistakes are aplenty. And they will happen. Yeah, I mean, I can preemptively play explosives to play around Teague, but yeah, I think I'm gonna keep this. OP moves to 5-4. Because they mulligan so low, I think I'm going to just play it slow. I could, you know, play explosives on 1 to crack a Bogle on turn 2, but okay, now I'm regretting it, because I was thinking maybe I will want to crack on 2. Now I'm of course regretting it, but it's... Unless they Damping Sphere me, it's gonna be fine. Or they Stony me. Okay. Doesn't make much sense to me, but that's fine. Play Asusa, play 2 more lands, pass the turn. Okay. So they are playing Teague. We got a Rancor in hand. Now in response to them suiting up the Teague with a Rancor, I can just path it. That waves the Rancor. Actually, I should have probably pathed my own Asusa, now that I think of it. Like, what is that Teague gonna do, right? I mean, I have second explosives in hand. There's kind of no way I lose this game anyway. Preemptively play this out to play around second Teague or Spirit Dancer, which are the 2 main things that worry me. Like, with only 3 cards in hand, I doubt that a Bogles is gonna get there past my prime time. Land. Sick. They concede? Yep. Alright, I probably want a 3rd path now that they have shown me Teague. I assume that they had Teague anyway, but... And I guess that makes Primal Command a little bit worse. I feel like I still want Tragic Arrogance, but Primal Command seems like it's not enough value for the risk of getting stranded in my hand. You know, Tragic Arrogance can be pretty effective if I manage to resolve it. I mean, I'm going to keep. This hand can go very wrong. It can never draw a threat and I'll die, but it's like it's very clean at making mana, so very clean at making mana. So I think it's worth it. Again, I can die, never finding any threats, but... Sí, desayuné, te dejé el desayuno ahí, ¿lo viste? Prime time? No. Okay. Play Amulet. Play this. Green. Play a Susa. Play this. Bounce. Replay. Play Scout. Okay. Just gotta find a threat and we win. Unravel the Aether, sure. I guess that messes things up a little bit. Yep. I guess I could have played around that. Yeah, I guess I could have played around that. Another Rancor. And another 3 armor. Yep. I guess I could have chump blocked with all of them and gotten there. Damn, that Unravel the Aether was rough. I can't believe I lost to Bogles. Yep. Damn it. If I had not attacked, I just assumed that if they were going to like suit up, it was gonna be like so much more, and I could have chump blocked exactly. Ugh. That one stings. How would Sakama be good here? We can't cast it. That is precisely the issue with Sakama, that you can't cast it in a lot of scenarios. Yikes, that one stinks. I guess that was a greedy attack. Fuck. Man, I'm just not playing at my 100% lately. I don't think this is bad beats, this is me just not playing optimally for whatever reason. Alright, anyway, thanks everybody for checking out this stream today. Sorry that it wasn't the tightest Amulet playing today, but yeah. Anyway, if you haven't hit that follow button, make sure you do so. You can get notifications whenever I go live, and it's free. So free stuff is always good. If you enjoy the content a lot, you can subscribe. You can subscribe, and you get access to these 2 emotes, as well as my cyber guide for exclusive for subscribers. So that's pretty sweet too. If you want to check out past streams, you can look them up on my YouTube channel, where I upload all of my streams there. If you enjoy the whole social media thing, that's my Twitter handle right there. You can follow me on Twitter and ask me anything. You can do, you can see the list that I'm going to be playing when I'm playing. You can check out when I'm going live, etc. If you want to join the Amulet Discord, that is your link right there. And finally, if you want to see your list played live, any donation that covers the entry fee of a league will basically allow you to send me a list, and we will play it live on stream. Any format, as long as it's Modern and Legacy. Any format as long as it's not standard, basically. We can do draft too if you want, but yeah, just not standard. I don't like standard. But yeah. If you have any questions, feel free to reach me on the Discord here on here on Twitch, and for all new subscribers, if you want access to the cyber guide, send me a private message. All right, let's see. I think Canister was streaming, so if Canister is streaming, we're going to host him. Oh yeah, let's go to Canister's stream. All right, see you guys next time, probably next Monday. Bye bye.